fence me in. There's a gentleman coming through, and oh yeah, he's interesting. It kind of reminds me of my brother-in-law Eddie, that all you had to do is put the word wanted underneath him, and he looked like the typical cowboy. And he always wore 2 different boots. He says one boot was worn out, the other one's still good. So I asked him one time, and I said, "Do you realize you've got 2 different boots on, Eddie?" And he says, "Well, I'm a farmer. You're a rancher. You go out and you muck about in the mud and blood and the beer and that, and then you wear out a boot. The other one's good. You still got a new pair of boots." Right? So whatever. So this fellow seems to be very much along that sense of waste is not a thing to be done. So there seems to be some farming and some cattle in this man's life, and he talks about the hardships with a smile on his face. I was snickering because he was talking about 40 below and out there feeding the cattle and all this sort of thing, and he says, and then the satisfaction of getting home when it's warm and having a hot cup of coffee. He said you could stand a spoon in it, it was so strong. He said, but my Lord, he said that was a good day, right? Come home and you're warm and you got a good cup of coffee. Can anybody understand? Can you understand a story about a bull that lightning or he's telling me a story about a bull that was about back in those days, a bit of like $1,000, $3,000, $2,000 prize bull, and something happened to it. Do you remember any story about a bull like getting struck by lightning or getting stuck somewhere and something happened and he couldn't, father a bunch of other soon to be?
I can take that, Louise.
Can you understand that as well?
But I didn't want to start.
Okay, so there's both. Okay, all right. So please just keep listening about both, please. That's a bull is the main reason, right? Mm-hmm. My in-laws, one got struck by lightning, and it was like there's $5,000 gone just like that, right? And it's harsh. It really is. But anyway, this gentleman, I'll come to you, love. Listen what's going on. Again, you can accept the bull.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can accept the bull.
Just like there goes that money. Yeah, we're done like that. And it's interesting because no matter how rich I think a rancher is, the cattle are always the main thing because they're the ones that bring the money in, right? And they say that if you cut your own hay in that's way cheaper. Your dad, he did that as well, right? I see lots of land with that. Okay, sounds good. You did it as well, did you? Oh, cool. He's talking about the bare necessities of life, right? Like they're said, work out hard and cold and come in and have a nice warm cup of coffee, right? And it's heaven, right? Our interpretation of that has sure changed, right? And he's saying that you have maintained the level that he taught you at as a child and as a woman too, because you worked alongside of him. And it's he says it's good to know I did a good job on that. He says because he says here she is and she's doing well. You're very close to your dad. He thinks you're a pretty good gal. He really does. He comes with much love and adoration for you as well, love. And so, can I leave that with you, hon?
Thank
you. Okay, good. Thank you.